INFJs are known as the empaths, the healers, the idealists, until something breaks. One trigger flips a switch, and the Sigma wolf rises. Cold, strategic, unapologetic. This isn't a personality type. It's a survival mode. Every Sigma INFJ has an origin story. Maybe it was the friend who betrayed them after years of loyalty, the partner who weaponized their kindness, or the crushing realization that no matter how hard they try, the world won't change. That's the breaking point. The moment they stop saying, "I'll fix it," and start saying, "I'll outlast it." But here's the twist. This isn't a loss of empathy, it's a transfer of empathy. Sigma INFJs still feel deeply, but now, they channel that energy into protecting themselves, not saving others. Cold? Maybe. But ask yourself, would you rather bleed for strangers or become untouchable? The signs are brutal. Let's break them down. Firstly, they stop trying to fix toxic people. Sigma INFJs don't rehab toxic people. They erase them. No more "I can change you" delusions. No more sleepless nights decoding a narcissist's mind games. When someone shows them disrespect, they block, delete, and vanish. INFJs feel guilt. Sigma INFJ feel relief. Why? Because they've learned the hard truth. You can't heal someone who loves their wounds. And every minute wasted on fixer-upper relationships is a minute stolen from their own evolution. Harsh? Absolutely. But let's get real. When's the last time a toxic person thanked you for your sacrifice? Comment below. Have you ever ghosted someone and felt relieved? Secondly, their idealism is replaced by cynical strategy. The INFJ once believed in world peace. The Sigma INFJ, they're too busy rigging the game. They don't trust politicians, influencers, or hashtag activism. Their new mantra, outsmart, don't outcry. They'll use their intuition to predict your next move and bury you before you even see them coming. Here's the psychology. Sigma INFJ see idealism as a trap, a way for society to exploit their labor under the guise of making a difference. So they pivot. Instead of fixing broken systems, they learn to hack them. Instead of changing minds, they manipulate outcomes. Controversial, for sure. But ask yourself, how many idealists end up burnt out? And how many strategists end up on top? Thirdly, they weaponize their quiet charisma. Sigma INFJ don't beg for attention, they magnetize it. Walk into a room and within minutes, people are drawn to them like they're the last oxygen tank on a sinking ship. But here's the secret. It's not charm, it's calculation. They've turned their INFJ empathy into a psychological weapon. They mirror your desires, reflect your fears, and before you know it, you're handing them power on a silver platter. Think of it like this. INFJs give away their energy to be loved. Sigma INFJ charge you for it. Ever been called manipulative just for staying silent? That's not an insult. It's a confirmation. You've mastered the art of quiet control. Fourthly, they burn bridges like it's a hobby. Sigma INFJs don't just burn bridges, they nuke the entire city. That coworker who stole their ideas, blocked. That friend who only calls when they need something, deleted. INFJs mourn lost connections. Sigma wolves celebrate them. Why? Because every burned bridge is a lesson. Trust is a liability. Attachment is a trap. And let's be honest, most people don't deserve access to you anyway. The Sigma INFJ's motto, I'd rather be alone than used. So tell me, when's the last time you let someone go and realized your life got lighter? Fifthly, they replace we with I Relentlessly. INFJs martyr themselves for the greater good. Sigma INFJ, they'd rather swallow broken glass. They'll choose solitude over suffocating relationships, self-reliance over teamwork, and their own peace over your approval. Society calls it selfish. Sigma INFJ call it sanity. But here's the kicker. This isn't about hating people. It's about respecting yourself enough to walk away from anyone who sees your heart as a free buffet. So let's get controversial. Is self-preservation toxic? Or is it the bravest act of rebellion an INFJ can commit? Sixthly, they see emotions as a weakness and hide theirs. Sigma INFJ don't cry, they reverse engineer. That breakup, they'll dissect it like a crime scene. That betrayal, they'll file it under never again. They've buried their vulnerability so deep, even they forget where it's hidden. Sounds harsh, right? But here's the truth. In a world that preys on empathy, vulnerability isn't brave. It's suicidal. Sigma INFJ armor up because they've learned the hard way. Your emotions are a weapon others will use against you. So they lock their heart away and throw the key into the abyss. Ever been called a robot by someone who broke you? Wear it like a badge of honor. Seventhly, they turn their intuition into a weapon. Sigma INFJ don't wait for red flags. They smell blood in the water. That's a perfect partner, ghosted after one vibe check. That's a dream job. Quit before the toxicity sinks in. Their intuition isn't a gentle nudge, it's a screaming alarm system. And they've learned to trust it over anything, even logic. Here's why it works. Sigma INFJs don't just see patterns, they predict them. They know how your story ends before you've finished the first chapter. So when they walk away, it's not impulsive, it's strategic. Ever left a good thing because your gut said run? That's Sigma instinct, and it's never wrong. Eighthly, they stop explaining themselves permanently. INFJs over-explain to avoid being misunderstood. Sigma INFJs, they relish it. Why are you so quiet? Silence. Why did you ghost me? Silence. Are you even human? Silence. They don't owe you their truth. Your confusion is their power play. Here's why it works. Every unanswered question makes you obsess. Every unapologetic exit makes you doubt yourself. Sigma wolves know that mystery isn't accidental. It's a trap. The less you know, the more you fear. And fear, that's control. But here's the kicker. They're not hiding. They're filtering. If you're worth their truth, you'll earn it. If not, your assumptions become their armor. So tell me, when's the last time you let someone call you cold and wore it like a trophy? Ninthly, they turn solitude into a strategic weapon. Sigma INFJs don't just need solitude, they weaponize it. While others see alone time as loneliness, Sigmas see it as a war room. This is where they plot, strategize, and rebuild their power. INFJs might hide in solitude to heal. But Sigma wolves? They're in there sharpening their claws. Think about it. When's the last time you cancelled plans, not because you were tired, but because you had a mission? When you started treating silence like a scalpel, dissecting the world's noise to uncover its secrets. That's not isolation, that's domination. Sigma INFJs know something others don't. Time spent alone isn't wasted, it's invested. Every minute away from the crowd is a minute spent mastering the game. So tell me, is your solitude a prison or a throne? The take home, the Sigma INFJ isn't broken, they're upgraded. They've traded naivety for power, burnout for strategy, and people-pleasing for, well, nothing. Because they answer to no one. If this video felt like a mirror, you're either evolving or unraveling. Either way, drop a comment. Let's see how many lone wolves are watching. Smash like if you're ready to stop being the world's therapist and become its ghost. Until next time, stay untamed.